Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now December 10th of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney, Lucasfilm, Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, you name it, and exactly what's to come in the next couple of years by Bob Iger and Chapek. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, today is going to be a very interesting day. In just a couple of hours from now, we will be getting new information on the future projects of the Star Wars universe. Not all the new projects, but a handful of the new projects that Disney is actually going to pretty much announce during their big investor call today. So looking forward to that. That, I believe, starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you live on the East Coast, go ahead and check it out. You can always convert your time if you live elsewhere outside of the United States. Now, what's really exciting about this new Star Wars universe is that we do know that they already have over a dozen Star Wars projects in the mix, and they plan to announce more and more of them year by year. The first batch of them getting announced this year, alright, and more so next year. Now, on top of all of this, what's really exciting has all to do with Jon Favreau. This is the very guy that made The Mandalorian possible. It's the same guy, by the way, that made the Marvel Cinematic Universe successful. And here we are, Jon Favreau pretty much doing it again with this new Star Wars universe. So with that being said, of course, on top of all of this, what's really exciting is that given that both Disney and Lucasfilm are now finished with the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy is a thing of the past, both Disney and Lucasfilm have been focused on their new Star Wars universe and trilogy of movies. Further, it's explained that currently both Bob Iger and Chapek are primarily focused on their new Disney Plus streaming service to create a library's worth of Star Wars material. However, it's described that actor Samuel Jackson has already been in the talks with both Jon Favreau and George Lucas to reprise his role as Mace Windu in both The Mandalorian Season 4 in 2022 and even eventually in his own Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus in 2024. On top of this, it's described that Jon Favreau is planning to create a moment in Mando Season 4 where both Mace Windu and Boba Fett will cross paths in a very unique way that will be unexpected to many Star Wars fans, and that Sam Jackson and Morrison have already met actually to discuss all of this. Aside from all of that, it's described that Mace Windu is also set to have 3 different versions of himself in this new universe that have yet to be seen. Number 1, an elderly version of Mace Windu taking place during the events of Mandalorian, which is a post-Return of the Jedi era. Number 2, a Mace Windu after the events of Order 66, showcasing his recent injuries and aging. And number 3, as well as a younger Mace Windu, significantly before Episode 1, showcasing Mace Windu during his life as a Padawan learner under his master. Now, not just that, Mace Windu is said to have somewhat of a connection to Ahsoka Tano in Season 4 of The Mandalorian before they switch over to the spin-off project of Ahsoka Tano. So, let's go over this. Now, this is a very interesting situation. Now, let's stop right here for a second, because Mace Windu is a character that a lot of fans are very confused over as to, could he even have lived? Is it even possible that this character could even survive? This is a big debate. A lot of fans have been debating about this, whether or not it would really be practical or realistic for him to actually live. Now, Sam Jackson even begged Kathleen Kennedy, literally begged Kathleen Kennedy to bring him back into the Star Wars universe. I believe when he was on that little conference call at Star Wars Celebration of 2017, maybe 2016, I may be correct on that, I'm not quite sure, but what's even all the more exciting is how they are planning to have both Mace Windu and Boba Fett cross paths. To me, it sounds like what they are setting up is that they are going to set up either A, Mace Windu and Boba Fett are going to pretty much shake on it and pretty much agree that they are departing from their differences, or B, they are going to create some kind of conflict between these two characters. Now, regardless, Boba Fett, his introduction in The Mandalorian Season 2, both in Episode 1 and Episode 6, I gotta say, I mean, Jon Favreau did an amazing job, and from what it seems like, it seems that it could very well be possible that the direction that they are heading in is that they will very well create some form of conflict between Mace Windu and Boba Fett. You know, let's not forget that Boba literally witnessed the death of his father by Mace. He knows who Mace was. And over the years, I'm sure that brewed up within him. I mean, he talked about his father plenty of times in episode 6, you know, repeatedly talking about Jango Fett and how, you know, Jango's, you know, code is within his actual armor, how he explained that to Din. So we've seen a lot of this happen. Now, like I say, I mean, I think that a lot is coming our way for Star Wars, and it's going to be a very interesting ride. So to say the least, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.